mindset of a high value man. Who is a high value man? You are excited about the topic, but who is a high value man?
A man that knows when to talk, a man that knows how to take responsibilities, not to say take his problem outside, but knows how to do it internally.
Okay. So now on the board I have 10 qualities of a high value man. And at the end of the day, I have a question. Number 1, he is a goal getter. If you must be a high value man, you must be a goal getter. You set your goals and you have the capacity to work and get it. No matter the obstacles, no matter the challenges, no matter the setbacks, but you push yourself because you stand as a leader of your generation. You stand as a leader of your family. So every man has to learn to be a goal getter because you are somebody that your children tomorrow want to imitate you. Your little brothers want to imitate you. Any people around you want to imitate you. So you have to be a goal getter if you want to be a high value man. And that's his mindset. I need to be a goal getter because the world is even looking up to me. My family is looking up to me. My wife, my children, they are all looking up to me. That is why when I set goals, no matter what, I must be disciplined to attain them because I have a lot waiting on me. And that's why in bracket it says that he is a vision bearer. In 5 years from now, where am I going to be with my family? In 10 years from now, where will I be with my family? What kind of home do I want to build? Polygamous home, monogamy. So that's the way high value man thinks. You are a vision bearer. Where do I want my family? In fact, what kind of family do I want for myself? Number 2, he has respect for women. Every man that is a high value man has respect for women. There are people who don't respect women, but there are people that knows that they know the value of women. So if you must be a high value man, you must respect women. Not just because you get married to a woman tomorrow, but because you were raised by a woman. And because a woman will have to raise your children. That is why you must have respect for women. Number 1, you were given birth to by a woman. Number 2, you will get married to a woman. Number 3, a woman will have to raise your children up. So why won't you respect women? That's how you think. I have to respect women because I came to this world by a woman and I'll get married to a woman and a woman will have to raise my children up. So I have no choice, but I have to respect them and respect them from the bottom of my heart, not pretentiously. Number 3, he doesn't play the blame game, but rather he faces his responsibility. You know, there are men that don't take their responsibility. Yes, they don't take their responsibility. But a high value man does not blame people. No, my home is like this because, no, my home is like because this one. No, my family is behaving like, see, a high value man gathers his family together. It is true that people have different problems, but you will not take sides. You rather gather your family together. You bring your family together. First of all, you find out what is that thing that is trying to tear my family apart. Let me not contribute in tearing this family apart, but rather, let me bring them together. You will look for all means to do that. And I say he faces his responsibilities. As a man of the house, what am I supposed to do? Do you know that if you are a man and maybe your junior ones, they are like ladies, the way they will grow up depends on how you treat other women that come across to you. The way they will grow up to be responsible women tomorrow, it will also depend on how you've been able to guide them through life. So you accept the responsibility. You don't say, my junior ones are spoiled today because they follow my mother's footsteps or they follow my sister's footsteps. Where were you? Accept responsibility. A high value man does not blame the wife when the children go astray, but he also blames himself because it has to be your responsibility to contribute to the rising or raising up of his children. Number 4, he is family oriented. A high value man knows the value of his family. That is why you will do everything to protect your family. You will do everything not to bring your family down. A high value man will not go and steal gas bottle. A high value man will not go and steal a phone. A high value man will not be promiscuous. You are here, you are there. Before they discover, in January you impregnate Sophie, in February you impregnate Marie, in March, you're everywhere. A high value man is family oriented. You don't lay your eggs anyhow. You are family oriented, because most people say that men die earlier because they are the ones that look for it. Because if you are family oriented, you will know how to lay your eggs. Because you know that tomorrow you lay one day, the next day you lay one day, the day they'll get it on your head, you will not be able to handle it. So you try to be family oriented, to know how to raise your family, to know how to bring your family together by knowing how to take care of your dignity. Number 5, he's not self-centered. A high-value man is not self-centered, he's not greedy. If you are a greedy man, then you are not a high-value man. Yes, strong hand, Japanese handbrakes. A high-value man is not self-centered, because one thing that brings people together is gifts. When you give to people, you bring them together. So you are not self-centered. Sometimes they'll be saying that this man is very wicked, he's very stingy. You're not self-centered. You don't work only for yourself as a man. That's what I mean. A high-value man is not self-centered in the sense that he does not work just for himself. He works for himself and also for his family. Number 6, we cannot talk about high-value man without putting a fact that he must be God-fearing. We cannot. All of these things we are talking about, if after all you are a high-value man but without God-fearing, you are not a high-value man. A high-value man is a God-fearing man. And if you are a God-fearing man, there are things you cannot do. You cannot be carrying bottle, carrying knife, carrying big bomb, carrying this one up and down. A high-value man is God-fearing. There are things he will not do them. He fears God, and because he fears God, he respects humanity. Remember, people have different things they practice as religion. I don't care whatever you practice, but I'm telling you in your face, if you must be a high-value man, fear God. Fear God. Not be like Martin. Number 7, he takes care of himself. And I'll read this one from my book. He takes care of himself and his look. He dresses well and smells well. A high-value man, I repeat, number 7, he takes care of himself and his looks. He dresses well and smells well. Mother smells well. How? If you must be a high-value man, dress well. With men, it does not take a lot for them to look good. They just need their trouser, put it up together with something, and they are good. With those women, we have to go a long way. Yeah. You have to do a lot. But with men, it doesn't take a lot. Just try to iron your shirt. Just iron your trouser. Even your tie, iron your tie. Just spray small perfume, small roll on. See, you are cute. You just need to shave one hairstyle that fits you. If you know it is korobo, buy it, shave it. If you know it is pump, do it. If you know that when you shave, the way you shave your beard, you carve your beard, you just leave small hair, it fits you. Do it, man. It makes you look good. Don't see, there are men that when they shave korobo, they are good. There are men that when they shave zip-up pushback or pump, it fits them. You know that your hair like that is good for korobo. Don't shave pushback. Put a lot. You know that with your hair, as a high-value man, shave your hair. Shave the style that fits you. Your chin, they're gonna shave all their chin, but they still look good. Just go for what fits you. Don't go and copy celebrity hairstyle that will not fit you. Normally, they're gonna have dada. The way they do it, it fits them. Yeah. But there's one that you will do it. Father, have mercy. Number 8. A high-value man's mentality. He is duty conscious. He knows what he's supposed to do at every point of his life. At every stage of his life, he knows what he's supposed to do. Duty conscious. You don't wait that they should tell you to do this thing before you do it. But you know that as a man, I have to do this thing. For example, in this office, you cannot see a lady carrying a nail to put a frame up and you leave it. No! You say, why will I stand here and the lady is doing this thing? I have to do it. You cannot be here as a man and you see a lady is trying to carry maybe something that is more than her, you know that, oh, I could have just done it. No, high value men don't behave like that. They look at her and they're like, no, as I'm here, she cannot do this thing. Duty conscious, I have to do it. A high value man is duty conscious. A high value man, you cannot be in a house with your wife. There's electricity problem. You tell your wife to climb on the ceiling and go and check it. But there are men like that. There are men like that. They switch has a problem. You tell your wife that take the switch and change it. So a high value man is duty conscious. Number 9, he is slow to anger. He is slow to anger. See, you can be handsome. You can be cute. You can have all what it takes to make you a handsome man. Like God took 7 days at number 8 to create you. But once you have anger, you can't be a high value man. No matter how handsome you look, when you have anger, there's problem. There is problem because you can go to a location with the way you're well dressed, and then there's point you go and fight. You go and fight. You don't even remove the suit. You go and fight with it. They are holding you from the coat. People are holding this side. Other ones are trying to hold this side because you are trying to involve yourself in a fight. A high value man is slow to anger. Is slow to respond. Number 10, which is my last point. Number 10 is very deep. A high value man, he does not get into drugs. And I will read from my book. They don't get into drugs. Rather, they go for healthy meals, diet, and also gym. High value men don't go into drugs. Rather, they go for healthy meals, diet, they go for gym. They don't take drugs. So if you must be a high value man, you know that what? If I take drugs, I might end in the prison. And in the prison, when you have gone down your back, you can't be a high value man. Your personality is already there. So, and you've stayed in your family as well. So you will not get into drugs because you don't want your family to be in a kind of situation whereby it's not good because you've put them down. So if you must be a high value man, come out from drugs. Stay away from drugs. Because your mindset is that if I get into this thing, my family will not end well tomorrow. And you want your family to be well. See, a happy home equals a happy man. Yeah. Happy home equals a happy man. So you cannot put your family in a situation whereby they are not comfortable, they are not happy, and then you expect to be happy. You will not also be happy. So high value men don't get into drugs. They don't. So this morning, these are the 10 points I'll be sharing with you all. There are a lot more that we can always continue another time, in another session. But I just want you to look at these points. What is your mindset? Do you have the mindset of a high value man? Do you have that kind of mindset? Even if you don't have it, you can develop it. Even if you don't have it because you were not born with it, you can always develop it. You can always work on yourself to be a high value man. You can always work on yourself to be a high value personality. You can always do that. So I just want to encourage all of you, be at your best.